The murder of Nancy Marie Bennallack, 1970, solved through DNA evidence. The chilling crime. On the night of October 25, 1970, Nancy Marie Bennallack, a vivacious 28-year-old court reporter, was brutally murdered in her Sacramento apartment. Nancy was known for her professionalism, warmth, and ambition. She was engaged to a prominent local judge, and her life seemed filled with promise. But that night, the peaceful ambience of her apartment complex was shattered by an act of violence that would remain unsolved for over 5 decades. Neighbors reported hearing screams and the sounds of a struggle around midnight. When Nancy didn't show up for work the next day, concerned colleagues alerted the authorities. The scene that greeted investigators was harrowing. Nancy had been stabbed multiple times, and there were signs of a fierce struggle, indicating she had fought valiantly against her attacker. Blood was splattered across the room, and the apartment bore the marks of a violent encounter. The initial investigation. Detectives meticulously combed through the crime scene, gathering evidence and interviewing neighbors. Despite their effort, the case grew cold. At the time, forensic science was limited, and DNA technology was decades away from being a tool in criminal investigations. Investigators had collected biological evidence, but without the means to analyze it effectively, it remained in storage, a silent witness to the crime. Suspects were considered, and leads were pursued, but nothing concrete emerged. Nancy's family and friends were left devastated, grappling with the loss and the absence of justice. The case haunted the Sacramento Police Department, becoming one of the city's most infamous cold cases. The breakthrough, the power of DNA evidence. Fast forward to the 21st century. Advancements in forensic science, particularly in DNA analysis, revolutionized the way cold cases were approached. In 2019, Sacramento investigators decided to revisit Nancy Bennallack's case. They submitted the preserved biological evidence for modern DNA testing, hoping to find a match in national databases. The results were groundbreaking. The DNA profile generated from the crime scene evidence matched a suspect's relative through genetic genealogy, a technique that had gained prominence following the capture of the Golden State Killer. Investigators identified the suspect as Roy Charles Waller, a man with a history of violent crimes. Waller had been living an ordinary life, evading justice for decades. The arrest and justice served. Armed with the DNA evidence, investigators meticulously built their case. They collected Waller's DNA covertly, confirming the match. In 2020, Waller was arrested and charged with Nancy Bennallack's murder. The case, which had remained a mystery for 50 years, was finally solved. During the trial, the prosecution presented compelling evidence, including the DNA match and testimonies from forensic experts. Waller's history and behavioral patterns aligned with the crime, leaving little doubt about his guilt. The jury found him guilty, and he was sentenced to life in prison, ensuring he could no longer harm anyone else. The impact of modern forensics. Nancy's case is a testament to the transformative power of DNA technology in solving crimes. It highlights the importance of preserving evidence, as advances in science can breathe new life into cold cases. The successful resolution brought closure to Nancy's family and reaffirmed the commitment of law enforcement to seek justice, no matter how much time has passed. The use of genetic genealogy, in particular, has become a game-changer in forensic investigations. By tracing familial connections, investigators can identify suspects even when their DNA isn't directly in criminal databases. This method has solved numerous cold cases, offering hope to families who have waited years for answers. The murder of Nancy Marie Bennallack was a tragic event that left an indelible mark on Sacramento's history. Thanks to the relentless efforts of law enforcement and the advancements in DNA technology, justice was finally served. Nancy's story is a poignant reminder of the enduring quest for justice and the remarkable capabilities of modern forensic science. As technology continues to evolve, more cold cases may find resolution, ensuring that the voices of the past are heard and justice is delivered. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.